Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to our podcast. My name is Sophia. We are going to talk about something truly amazing, endless knowledge.
Hello, everyone. My name is James. It's great to be here. Endless knowledge is a fascinating topic because learning never stops. No matter how much we know, there is always more to discover.
That's right. Knowledge is like a vast ocean. Imagine standing on a beach, looking at the sea. You can see the water, but you cannot see the end of it. That is how knowledge works. There is always more beyond what we can see.
And what's interesting is that knowledge is everywhere. It's in books, in conversations, in experiences. Even when we make mistakes, we learn something new. Every day, we grow and become wiser.
Yes, and knowledge is not just about facts. It helps us understand the world, solve problems, and make life better. Think about inventions. Long ago, people didn't have cars, planes, or the internet. But with knowledge, they created new things.
And they didn't stop there. Scientists, writers, and thinkers kept asking questions, kept searching for answers. That's how we continue to grow. Learning is a journey that never ends.
Knowledge is like a bright light in the darkness. Imagine walking in a dark room. You can't see anything, but the moment you turn on a light, everything becomes clear. That is what learning does for us. It helps us see and understand things better.
Exactly. And the best part is that knowledge is for everyone. It doesn't matter where you come from or how old you are, everyone can learn. A child learning to read, a scientist making a discovery, or even an elderly person learning a new skill, all of them are growing their knowledge.
And do you know what's amazing? The more we learn, the more curious we become. Have you ever noticed that when you learn something new, it often leads to more questions? It's like opening a door and finding many more doors behind it.
That's true. Learning never stops because there is always more to explore. Every book we read, every conversation we have, and every experience we go through teaches us something new.
And the more we explore, the more we realize how big the world of knowledge really is. It's not just about books or school. Knowledge is in nature, in music, in history, and even in the small things we do every day.
That's right. Think about nature, for example. Trees, animals, rivers, the sky, everything around us has something to teach. Scientists study the stars to learn about space. Farmers understand the seasons to grow food. Even a simple walk in the park can teach us something new if we pay attention.
And it's not just nature. Stories and history are full of knowledge too. Every culture has stories that teach important lessons. History helps us understand how people lived before us, what mistakes they made, and what we can learn from them.
Yes, and when we learn about history, we also understand our present better. We see how inventions, ideas, and cultures have changed over time. It's like looking at a big puzzle. Every piece of knowledge connects to another.
And when we put those pieces of knowledge together, we begin to see the bigger picture. Every small thing we learn connects to something greater. That's why knowledge is so powerful. It helps us understand how everything is linked.
Yes, and the more we learn, the better we become at solving problems. When people face challenges, they use knowledge to find solutions. Think about doctors. They study for many years to understand how the human body works. Because of their knowledge, they can help people stay healthy.
That's a great example. And it's not just doctors. Engineers use knowledge to build bridges and roads. Teachers use knowledge to help students learn. And artists use knowledge to create beautiful paintings and music. Knowledge gives people the power to create and improve the world.
And what's interesting is that knowledge keeps changing. A long time ago, people believed the earth was flat. But with time and more learning, they discovered that it's round. This shows that learning never really ends because there is always something new to discover.
And that's the beauty of knowledge. It keeps growing. What we know today might change tomorrow as we discover new things. This is why it's important to stay curious and keep learning. The more we ask questions, the more we find answers.
That's true. Curiosity is what drives knowledge forward. Imagine if great scientists and inventors had stopped asking questions. We wouldn't have electricity, airplanes, or even the internet. Every great discovery started with someone wondering why or how.
Yes, and learning doesn't always come from big discoveries. Sometimes it happens in small moments. A child learning how to ride a bike, a cook trying a new recipe, or someone learning a new language. These are all forms of gaining knowledge.
Exactly. And the best thing about knowledge is that it can be shared. When we learn something new, we can teach others. A teacher shares knowledge with students, parents teach their children, and even friends share what they know with each other. Knowledge grows when we pass it on.
And that's what makes knowledge so special. It's not just for one person, it's for everyone. When we share what we know, we help others grow, and at the same time, we also learn from them. Knowledge is like a candle. When you use one candle to light another, the light spreads without losing its brightness.
That's a great way to think about it. Every time we share knowledge, we make the world a little brighter. Teachers, scientists, writers, and even storytellers, they all pass knowledge from one generation to the next. That's how we continue to grow as a society.
And knowledge isn't just about learning facts. It also helps us understand different people and cultures. When we learn about others, we see the world from different perspectives. This makes us more open-minded, kind, and respectful.
Yes, imagine if no one ever learned about different languages, traditions, or ideas. The world would be very small and limited. But because we share knowledge, we connect with people from different places, and that makes life more interesting and meaningful.
And when we connect with people from different places, we realize that knowledge has no borders. It belongs to everyone, no matter where they live or what language they speak. The more we learn from each other, the richer our understanding becomes.
That's so true. Every culture has its own knowledge, traditions, and ways of thinking. When we share ideas, we discover new ways to solve problems and improve our lives. That's why learning from others is just as important as learning from books.
Exactly, and sometimes the most valuable lessons come from simple conversations. When we listen to others, we hear their experiences, their wisdom, and their unique view of the world. Every person has something to teach, and every moment can be a chance to learn.
And what's amazing is that learning doesn't stop with age. A child learns from a teacher, but a teacher can also learn from a child. An expert in one field might know a lot about their subject, but there is always something new to discover in another area. Knowledge is endless because life itself is a journey of learning.
And that's why learning is a lifelong journey. No matter how much we know, there is always more waiting for us. Every day is a chance to discover something new, whether it's a new skill, a new idea, or even a new way of thinking.
Yes, and learning isn't just about school or books. It happens everywhere in conversations, in experiences, and even in challenges. Sometimes the most important lessons come from difficult moments. When we face problems, we learn how to be stronger, wiser, and more patient.
That's a great point. Mistakes and challenges are not the end, they are lessons. Every time we fail, we have the chance to try again and do better. This is how scientists make discoveries, how artists create masterpieces, and how people grow.
And the best part is, knowledge gives us confidence. When we learn new things, we feel more prepared to face the world. Whether it's learning a new language, understanding history, or solving a math problem, every bit of knowledge makes us stronger and more capable.
And that confidence helps us in every part of life. When we know more, we make better decisions, we understand things more clearly, and we feel ready to face new challenges. Knowledge gives us the power to shape our own future.
That's true. Think about leaders, inventors, and great thinkers. They all used knowledge to change the world. But it's not just them. Every person, no matter who they are, can use knowledge to improve their own life and help others.
Yes, even small pieces of knowledge can make a big difference. Learning how to grow a plant, fix something at home, or understand another person's feelings, all of these things help us live better and connect with the world around us.
And what's really amazing is that knowledge never runs out. The more we learn, the more we realize there is still so much to explore. It's like climbing a mountain. When we reach one peak, we see even higher peaks ahead, waiting for us to discover them.
And that's what makes knowledge so exciting. There's always something new to learn, and every discovery opens up more possibilities. Every time we learn, we unlock new doors to understanding, to creativity, and to making a positive impact in the world.
Absolutely. And it's important to remember that learning isn't a race. There's no need to rush. Everyone learns at their own pace, and that's okay. What matters is that we keep moving forward, stay curious, and enjoy the process of discovery.
Exactly. Every step we take in our journey of learning is valuable. Whether we're learning from a book, a person, or our own experiences, it all adds up to a richer, fuller life. The goal isn't to know everything, it's to keep exploring and growing.
And no matter where we are in life, there's always something new to learn. Whether you're a child, a student, or an adult, there are endless opportunities for growth. Knowledge doesn't have a finish line, it's a lifelong adventure.
And that's how we end this journey about endless knowledge. Knowledge is something that we can all tap into no matter where we are in life. It's all around us, ready to be explored, and it never stops growing.
Exactly, Sophia. We hope today's conversation has inspired you to keep learning, stay curious, and embrace the endless world of knowledge that's waiting for you. Remember, every day is an opportunity to discover something new.
So keep asking questions, keep exploring, and never stop learning. Knowledge is truly endless, and there's always more to uncover.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We hope you continue your journey of learning and discovery. Take care and keep exploring the world of knowledge.